Welcome to another edition of Tech 20 Tuesday, everyone. Today's session will be on YouTube, but before we start, I'd like to mention something that I said in an earlier version of Tech 20 Tuesday, and I said that spring was around the corner. Well, I'm looking outside right now, and I don't see any signs of spring. Not only do I not see any signs of spring, it's colder than the last time I said that, and there's also probably about twice as much as snow as there was last time. So I wanted to apologize for that. Okay, so let's move right along. So today's session is on YouTube, and what I wanted to talk about today were, I'd say, three different things. First of all, YouTube is used quite a bit in the classroom from going from school to school. I can see several teachers often have questions about YouTube, how to save them. I'll often get emails saying, listen, the network's down. Is there anything I can do for my YouTube videos? Well, I'll explain what your options are. First of all, I'd like to show everyone how you can save them locally. And by saving them locally, what I mean is actually downloading them from the website onto your computer. And what that does is that you don't need the network, you don't need any connectivity. The files are on your locally on your laptops, and if you play them, you don't have to worry about any lagging, any advertisement. It just opens up in a media player. And that's really nice. It also avoids you losing them. And what I mean by losing them is sometimes you'll favorite some YouTube videos in your Explorer, and when you go back to it, it's a dead link because someone has either deleted the account or removed the video. So if you save them locally, they're yours for life. So I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to open Explorer here. And I've put two sites in my favorites. I'll start with the one that I prefer the most, and it's probably easier for everyone to use. It's Save From. It's savefrom.net. So if you click savefrom.net, if you type that in, you click enter, it will take you to this website. And this website here, it has entered the URL you want to download from. So I'm just going to go to YouTube. And this is, when you're doing this with a classroom, this is where sometimes you wince or you close your eyes because you're not sure exactly what's going to show up. So I'm just going to pick a random one called math. So I'll pretend I'm searching for a math video. And here's one on Pi, because Pi Day was just last week, I believe. So I'm going to click on the Pi Day video. This seems to be a David Letterman video. So I'm just going to pause that, and I'm going to highlight, once I have the correct video, I'm going to highlight the link. So you just tap once, or you can drag your mouse over it, and then you right click and you click copy. You go back to the savefrom.net site and you paste that URL here. And you click, obviously, the button download. Now it's giving me options. There's two options. Well, there's three options I want to show you. First of all, there's the neat one here that's flash video. That's normally, the resolution's usually a little lower on that, but it's very useful for one specific reason, and I'll talk about it in a few seconds. The most popular one, and the one that most of you will all be using, is the MP4. This one's in 360p, but if there's an HD, if you select an HD video, it could say 720p. It just means that when you play it full screen on your laptops on the smartboard, it will be clearer. But in this case, the highest resolution you can go is 360p. So this is the one we'd be downloading. And also, I know for Remembrance Day and there's certain events, sometimes you just want the audio from a certain video. Now, we always have to be careful with copyright depending on the video. But if it's a copyright-free video, if you download this link here, all it does, it extracts the MP3 from that video. So you don't have the video, you just have an MP3. So what it looks like, if I click on this flash video, I'm going to click on it. You get the message down below. It's asking me to open. In this case, I'm going to save. So I'm going to hit save. And see the video is now downloading. And you would do the same thing for the 360p and also the MP3 version. Where they go, by default, if you click on your Documents tab here, they go in downloads. Now, everything you download from the internet goes in this folder. So you might have a hodgepodge of files and documents to sort from. So as you can see, I have several videos here, but what I'm looking at, if I sort by details, and I go by date, the two earliest files that were added here are here. So you can see I have the two videos, and they're both called the same thing, 3.4 Pi Day, March 14th, but one of them is MP4 and the other one is Flash Video. So what I've done, if I've gone into my videos folder here, and I've created a folder called YouTube, and within YouTube I created one called Math. So what I want to do is I want to be able to sort them later, so I'm going to go grab them from my downloads and put them right in here. So I'm going to go into my downloads folder and I'm going to select both of these, and I'm going to right click and select cut because I want to move them. I'm going to go to my videos library, into Math, and I'm going to paste them here. So what that does, I now have them locally on my machine. I do not need the internet. I don't have to worry about internet speed. I don't have to worry about advertisements or anything like that. These videos should play fine. What I want to show you now is why I downloaded one of them as Flash. A neat feature with Flash, it is very compatible with Notebook. So I'm going to open up Notebook 11 here. And most of you, I'm assuming, when you create notebook lessons and you have videos associated with them, you probably link them, or you just browse them on your computer and play them. And especially if it's a YouTube video, some of you might just post a YouTube link in your lesson. However, if that YouTube link is not working anymore, that would leave a dead link within your lesson. Okay, so now that notebook is open, what I want to show you is how you can insert that Flash video that we downloaded from YouTube earlier into Notebook. So let's pretend this was a lesson and you're at one of the slides where you want to show a video, and instead of just linking it to YouTube, we've downloaded it from YouTube as a Flash video. So I'm going to go to Insert, and you select Video, and you browse to that folder that you've created under Videos. And the reason I create them under Videos is because for later on, it's just easier for me to reference and remember where I put them. So in Videos, YouTube, I want that Math video. I'm only seeing the one that's compatible here, and it's that Flash video. I select it and I click Open. And it inserts it directly into YouTube, and you can move it around, and you can set it. You can lock it in place, do whatever what you want with this. But this video is ready to play right in your lesson, and you don't have to leave the comfort of Notebook. All right, let's move along. Just to mention quickly, the other website that I was talking about was keepvid.com. Let's say that save from net stops working, and I've noticed this in the past where some YouTube sites that are made to save videos from there, sometimes they come and go. Save from seems to be a relatively new one. It works really well. Keepvid has a few extra steps, but it's been around a long time. And that's the only reason I want to show it to you, is that if ever save from stops working, you can always rely on Keepvid to work, and it's basically the same way. You've got this field here where you want to enter your link. So Control Copy, Control Paste, and download. You're going to get a few windows of warning, and you just click Yes and Run. I'm not going to get them because I've already done that in the past. And with Keepvid, you also get a few more options. So the process is the same. I would be clicking on this 360p one here if I wanted the complete video. I just want to make you guys aware that that's a second site that also works well. Moving right along. Your second option for saving videos. I know a lot of you go to that YouTube video, for instance, this is the Pi Day one, and you just select the add to favorites. So you'll have a list of in your history of all those websites that you want to keep. However, when you do this, and every time you come back to that video, you never know what's going to show up on the side here. And also the comment section below, you never know what type of comments are going to be written there. Okay, so what I learned a few weeks ago was a site called QuietTube. And it's quiettube.com. And what they want you to do is quite simple. The instructions are here. It says, drag this button here to your toolbar. Don't click it. So I'm just going to click on this button, but I'm not going to let go, and I'm going to drag it up into my favorites list. Do you want to add this bookmark link? Yes. So I now have QuietTube here. And all you need to do is you go to the video in question you want to show the students. You would do this beforehand or with the smart board off. And once you've got that video you want to play, you just click on your QuietTube link. When it does, it takes all the advertisement out. I've noticed it does have a little bit of advertisement themselves, but it's nothing inappropriate. But they've taken all the comments out, all those side videos, suggestions out, and you're free to play this video without any of those distractors. And also, you can prepare those QuietTubes ahead of time and favorite this link instead. So this link here is the one, it's the QuietTube link, where this one is the full link with all the ads and the suggested videos on the side with the comments down below. So this is a very, very neat app. I'll select another one here. So basically, when you have the video you want to be played, here it is here, you just click on your QuietTube. Skip the ad, and there you go, it's ready to go. Quite simple and very easy to do. Okay, let's move along. The last one that I would like to show you is how to manage your own YouTube playlist within YouTube. And I'll explain the advantages to that. If you notice here, I have a Tech 20 Tuesday Gmail account. And anytime you have a Gmail account, that's also a YouTube account. So if I go to YouTube, notice here it says Tech 20 Tuesday. So if you don't have a YouTube account, the first step, and I'm not going to show that here, but it would be to create an account. And once your account is created, and you go to my channel, so that's basically your section of YouTube, you have here on the left playlists. So I'm going to select playlists, and I've already created one here, and I've called it Math Playlist. Okay, if you want to create a new one called French Playlist or Science, Social Studies, it doesn't matter. You can create those playlists, and what you do is when you go to a video, I'll call one algebra, so because it's math, right? I'm going to go to one of my YouTube videos, and in your case, you probably have them in your favorites. Well, there's an algebra lesson here, and we'll pretend that I've already listened to this, and I love this, and I want to be able to show that to the students. Under Add To, you have to, and remember that Add To only works if you're logged in. I'm going to go to Add To, and you would see all the playlists you've created. In this case, I only have the one, which is math, and you select math, and it says added to playlists. So when you go back to my channel, and you go to your playlists, it'll now show that I have 3 videos in there. And as you see, 3 videos. Now, what are the advantages of doing that rather than just putting them in your favorites? Well, that allows you to access all your videos on any computer. It doesn't matter which computer you're on, because all you need to do is log into YouTube on any computer and go into your playlist, and you have access to all your videos to be played on that specific computer. Okay, our time is almost up. There's just one last little thing I wanted to talk about when it came to the when it comes to saving the videos locally. If I go back, if I copy this video link and we go back to savefrom.net, what I wanted to show you was quickly, I should have mentioned earlier, is that once we've selected what we want to download, see, if I hit save here, it goes directly into my downloads. But if you click this little arrow, since you've already created that YouTube math folder, you can say save as, and what save as allows you to do, it allows you to browse directly to the folder that you've created, and you can also rename it to whatever you want. And then hit save. And that will prevent you needing to go into your downloads folder and switching it folders. It's just a little bit faster that way, and it also remembers the last folder you saved to, so you don't need to change it if each video you're downloading should go into the same one. Alright, that's another edition of Tech 20 Tuesday. Thank you everyone for attending. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all next week.